Hi, I'm Toby Tansley of UEA Journalism. Today I'm in Kessingland visiting Angie, who owns a business called Angie's Curious Creatures. She takes all her animals into schools, care homes, and yeah, they just get to visit and see what they think of them. She has many creatures: snakes, bearded dragons, tortoises, hedgehogs, and I'm here just to see what it's like looking after them and how a day in the life looks.
Hi, my name's Angela Marnock and I run Angie's Curious Creatures.
With the vast amount of animals which Angie has, I decided to ask her what made her get into animals as a child.
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I've always had an interest in the wildlife. I used to go out fishing in the little rivers, catching tadpoles and sticklebacks and bringing them back home to watch the tadpoles change into little frogs. I had my little rabbit called Mindy, and I've just always had a passion for animals.
So what sort of thing happens when you take these animals into care homes and schools? How do they react?
Okay, so one of the main things that we have to do, or everybody has to do before they take part, is everybody has to wash their hands with soap and water before and after. Now, this is so that we have to be careful because all reptiles have a chance of carrying salmonella in their gut. So we have to minimise the risk, although this is, it is a very small risk, whether they're captive bred or if they're from the wild. So there's no way of telling. And so once everybody is all nice and clean, and we can hand them round to people that would like to touch or hold. And then I'll tell them some facts about the animals, like where they come from, what they eat, their lifespan, and all the little, or any questions that they actually ask. Okay, so this is Toothless, my red leatherback bearded dragon. And Toothless likes to spend a lot of time outside of his vivarium. He likes having company. When I take the dog for a walk, sometimes he comes out in his little backpack. So it's got plenty of ventilation, so he won't get too hot, but it stimulates him, give him lots of enrichment, so he can see everything around as well, and he can hear the birds, and he can get all the different smells, rather than being stuck inside his vivarium for the day. And in the summertime, he'll have a pen out in the garden, where he'll also have a shaded area, but he can sit and bask naturally under the UVB, which is really important for all of their bone growth. Okay, so this is William. Now, he's a horse-field tortoise. So he's also known as the Russian tortoise, the four-clawed tortoise. And they're found in Russia, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and all around the areas like that. Now, throughout the year, they'll spend sort of like through the spring and summer foraging for food. So they'll naturally dig their tunnels to hibernate in. So as the food disperses, the tortoise will actually get rid of all the waste in his body before he goes to sleep. Now, this will make sure that he stays nice and healthy while he's hibernating.
So what's like your common misconception around snakes, and say when you're taking them into care homes and schools, what's the common reaction?
A lot of people pull away. I've actually had one little old lady, she actually squealed so loud. And by the end of it, she would look at it, but she wouldn't touch it. But you'll be surprised once people get close to them. And I normally say, like, if you can just touch it with your pointy finger, whether that's care homes or at the schools with the little ones, your pointy finger and just touch it. And when they realise it's not slimy and it's not going to bite them, which they think a snake is, it's going to be there, it's going to hiss at them, it's going to bite them. And people tend to sort of like settle down, and then the more they feel it, and they're sort of like more inquisitive, and then they turn around and hold them.